The moment that I'm happy about this end exists. It's already created. All of creation is already done. The moment that I get worried and scared and nervous and freaked out, that is also an end that exists. Hey guys, welcome back to another video. In case you're new here, I'm Kim, this is Core Union. I wanted to tell a quick story today about something that happened years back with somebody I was dating. We were planning on going on a trip to visit her family. So there was some things around the trip itself for me, the flight, and then there were a lot of fears, worries, and doubts that were being reflected back to me through her around her family accepting me and just around the whole trip in general. So the story is going to point out how circumstances literally never matter, how you can shift into your desired end very quickly. It also is an example of how everyone is just reflecting you back to you, and how you can shift into that quantum reality that you prefer when you fully trust and have unwavering faith in it. She was freaking out and saying that her family was going to absolutely hate me because they were really religious and because we were gay. So I was taking all that in. I was trying to comfort her and console her and just reassure her everything was going to be okay. And then she was saying things like, you're going to die, you're going to die. And I was just like, okay, everything is going to be okay. From that experience with her, I saw that as this is telling me something that's within me that I need to look at, I need to heal, or I need to look at and I need to change. The information that I got from that was that I'm going to focus on that the trip itself is safe, secure, and that we arrived there, everything is quick, safe, and secure. Okay, we arrived there safely and everything is easy. So that's going to be something now I'm going to implement. I'm going to download that belief. I'm going to focus on it. I'm going to reaffirm it. I'm going to have some quick little inner conversations around that. And then the next thing is that I am going to see me and her family getting along harmoniously. Everybody is happy. We're having good conversations. We're laughing. We're eating together. We're enjoying our time together. And that me and her mom are bonding, and that her mom absolutely adores me, loves me, and welcomes me into their family perfectly. So these are what my end results are. This is my end. This is what I'm going to continue to affirm and have imaginal scenes of for the next couple of weeks leading up to the trip. So I did what I'm telling you guys to always do, morning, noon, and night. First wake up, midday, and then as I'm going to sleep, I do my thing. I get into some breathing. I drop into my heart center. I tap into universe, God, source, trusting and knowing that when I do this, this is working. That is something that I don't know if you guys are getting or not. This is very intentional and very deliberate. You are deciding. This isn't something that you're like trying and hoping that it works. You are deciding it has worked. The moment I know that the moment I fully immerse myself in trust and that I feel the good feelings about the imaginal scenes that I'm having, about the affirmations that I'm saying, about the inner conversations that I'm having, I know that that exists. And I know that if I do shift out of it and I start to have fear, worry, and doubt about it, I know that that end exists. So I want to what? I want to keep focusing and keep shifting into the timeline of the one that I want, the desired end that I want, not the one that I don't want, right? Because they all exist. Everything exists. All infinite possibilities are existing all at once. So I'm just going to keep shifting my awareness and focus on what it is that I actually want, what I want to experience. So I continued to say my affirmations morning, noon, and night. And then I would bring, I had my little imaginary scene of us at the airport and having the safe trip and the flight, arriving there safely. And then I would have my imaginal acts and scenes of just feeling, especially feeling her mom coming towards me, and us just like a lot of smiling, a lot of laughter, just really healthy, harmonious bonding between us, regardless of their particular religion was against us. And so that didn't even matter. That wasn't something that I didn't play with that. I didn't try to revise that. It didn't matter. It just wasn't a circumstance that I was even going to entertain. All that mattered to me was this bonding, this healthy interaction, this harmony, this laughter, this caring, this between her and her mother and myself. Okay. So we get to the airport, and I hadn't been on a flight in a very long time. So again, I was focusing a lot on everything is just super easy. Everything is quick. We get there safely. Things like that. We got our tickets, we're in the security line, and a woman just kind of comes up to me and motions and says, please come with me, and is pulling me out of the security line, like motioning, like walk this way. And I'm just like, what is going on? And so the person that I'm with, I think she says something like, what are you doing? Where are you taking her? And so I just look at the woman like, can she come? And the woman's like, yeah, okay, come on. So she takes both of us now, and she's basically walking us to this really short line that's right up to the security check part, where you get, like, you walk through and they scan you to make sure you don't have anything and your luggage doesn't have anything in it. She literally walked us around everything. Within 5 minutes, if that, we already went through that process, and now we're just waiting in the waiting area for them to call us into our flight. So we're both like, what the heck was that? I knew what it was, but I was joking around with her, and I was just like, yeah, like I never told you, but like I kind of own the airline. And of course she knew I was joking around. So we're sitting there now, we're waiting for the flight. We get on our flight, it's a safe trip, it's fast, easy, no issues at all. We're at her family's house, and immediately the mother welcomes me in with open arms. Everything is happy, we're joking around, and what followed that was just, I don't know how many days of me cooking meals for them loving everything that we were eating, us all laughing, sharing good times together, sharing stories, hearing about memories of when, you know, the person I was dating, when she was growing up. A lot of really amazing bonding between her mother and myself in particular. She kept texting me even after when we got home, just always checking in with me, always wanting me to know that she missed me, that she had a great time. She would tell me things like, oh, I was just thinking about your chicken. I was just thinking about this meal or that meal. How did you make that? So that's a perfect example of how there was a circumstance that I saw as a reflection of my own fears, worries, or doubts around a particular situation. I took the information in as data. In the 3D, I comforted the person I was dating and said, hey, I got this. Like, and with complete confidence and reassurance, I went into and did my inner work of how I've always done it and how it's always worked for me. And as I was doing it, again, I'm setting the intention that I know that this is real. This is an experience that I will end up having. I will have this experience. And anytime if I started to get nervous, or if she got nervous and I saw those kinds of reflections, I knew that if I fall for this and I start to worry about this, then I will be in the timeline of that reality, right? Because that exists as well. The moment that I'm happy about this end exists. It's already created. All of creation is already done. The moment that I get worried and scared and nervous and freaked out, that is also an end that exists. And this is what I prefer. So I'm just gonna, knowing all of this and not being emotional or fearful about the entire thing, I'm just in that unwavering faith and trust and knowing in my ability and in God and the entire process, just trusting in the process. So I hope this video helps you guys. Comment down below. I love you so much. Have a good day. Bye. Nothing can come between us.